Hello YouTube, Shakima here again. I'm just stopping in, guys, to finish up the weekly readings for the 1st to the 7th of April, just to give us some insight and clarity into what to expect for this week energetically. I'm going to be utilizing the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle cards to give us some oracle guidance for working on magic and intention throughout this week. If you guys do like my technique, my approach, then definitely be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, obviously, and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you can be in the know for every time I upload these awesome videos for you guys. And we're just going to go and get straight into it. I'm going to sort of ask you guys to excuse my energy. It is a little bit heavy today, I guess, with the recent loss of Nipsey Hussle, that is. There's just a lot going on energetically, and I can feel the energies of, I guess, everybody that's mourning at the minute. It's been a pretty big impact on a lot of people. So I'm a little bit sort of not worn, but I can feel that there's been an imbalance to the scales. Obviously, I know that we're going through a grieving process at the minute, and there's some mourning taking place. So it's just kind of everything feels really dense at the minute. The emotional baggage feels really intense for us. So do excuse me if I seem a little bit lower than usual. Yeah, I'm just, I guess, picking up on the fact that people are taking their time to process this bit of information, and as a collective, we've just had a major sacrifice. So yeah, we'll just have a little look and see what's happening for Team Water Tribe. That would be moi, because I'm sun sign Pisces, so this will be interesting. I just figured straight after doing the reading for Fire Tribe, I just wanted to see what's going to be happening for us this week, guys, because the energy so far for me has been really quite intense. It's been emotionally overwhelming, and it feels as though I've been getting crazy downloads today. Spirit's been really sort of guiding me. So I just want to see what's to come for us and see if I can get any stress advice. So what I'll be doing, I'll be pulling the an oracle card for us as far as working our intention with the energies that are going to be present to support us in our evolution this week. And then I'll also be pulling some stress cards for us so that we can, I guess, work with the energies rather than working against our best interest, because sometimes when we get overwhelmed and get stressed out, we kind of just start to project a whole bunch of negatives and start to self-sabotage. So that is going to be for each of the different zodiacs within the water tribe. So uh, that would be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay, and to finish off the spread or the reading, I'm just going to pull a message from the universe card for us by Gabrielle Bernstein, just to sort of give us an insight to, I guess, what the universe is going to be sort of supporting us, or what the universe advises for us to do whilst it allows for the energies to unfold throughout this week. Okay, so we're going to go and get straight into it, guys. I shall be having water because I think that my tea's gone cold. And that's just going to further affect and impact my throat chakra. But we're going to let it flow. Okay, let's have a little look for us, guys. What is the divine guidance for my water tribe throughout the month of, well, throughout the week of April 1st to 7th? What is the divine guidance, Spirit? Okay, so the Council of Light is with us, and we're advised to trust the niggling. Okay, so this is going to give us an opportunity to activate through self-inquiry, to allow us to go deeper into self, to understand more about what's kind of happening at an emotional level. Okay. There we go. Trust the niggle. That's actually the card that's come up for us, guys. Okay, so again, like I was saying, this is going to be a moment, a week of inquiry, where we just kind of have to allow for Spirit to take us deeper into ourselves so that we can get more of an understanding of what is going on for us at a deeper emotional level. I can see that, I'm going to say this, as the April showers sort of come around to give the Mother Gaia an opportunity to purge any emotional baggage, so too will we get an opportunity to purge this week, I think. And we kind of just have to trust our gut feeling. So with Fire Tribe, I mentioned to them that they're going to be having like chakra activation of the upper three chakras. For us, I feel like it's the lower three chakras. We're going to be activating our solar plexus, sacral chakra, and the root chakra is going to be redefined and readdressed, because I think we're really going to be taking some time to look at what it is. Oh, and as I say that, sorry, spirit just went right through me as I said that. Um, that just threw me, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be going through a lot of emotional purging, so that we can really redefine some things that are imbalanced within our root chakra. So I'll put it to you like this: our identity of self is going to be readdressed. That's going to be the focus for us throughout this week, and spirit's actually going to be taking us within. So when we close our eyes, and what we see internally will be what we project externally, because for a lot of us, sometimes we have, it's like our spirit speaking to us in our ears, and we're just, I say in our ears, but I mean in a clear audient way, and we're just kind of ignoring spirit and trying to focus on the mundane, and really just trying to be focused on how we're showing up in the world, as in, what other people would think, more so than anything else. And I think that we're going to be purging and peeling back some of the layers of that this week for ourselves. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers, Mintakan. Mintakan's supposed to be, the original people of the lands of the earth, and we're really going to be allowing for ourselves to go back to the deepest layers of ourselves. And even as I say this, guys, like I'm getting okay, that's awesome, that's beautiful, because one of the things that I'm getting, so romantically, because Venus is all about romance, love, beauty. It's addressing relationships in general, but relationships are going to be very emotionally overwhelming for us. And there's been several times throughout the reading where, as I've even addressed it, my spirit's like I've been getting shivers up my spine, and I even had to pause a minute here, girl, because there's just a lot going on. If you can tell as well, my energy is a little bit more sort of grounded today, because emotionally I could tell that it's very, very heightened. The best way that I can explain it, it's like um just we're a reflection of what goes on with Mother Gaia. So just as Mother is going to be purging throughout the month of April, where you get the April showers, we're going to be finding ourselves through motions like that, where it's going to be up and down and in and out, and there's just going to be a lot of emotional circulation. For us, this is what I'd say with your Venus being in Cancer as well. For us, a lot of it is going to be root chakra activation for this aspect for us, water tribe. So it feels as though we're really going to have to sort of take a step back and say to ourselves, how have I allowed for this situation to, I guess, become my experience? What is it that I've done? Because I knew that I was acting against my best interest, but I still continued anyways, because I didn't want to receive any judgment. I just wanted to receive acceptance. And because of that, I found myself in a situation where I'm just completely unhappy. And I think that it's really sort of affected the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is really going to be able to find itself going into a more, how can I put it, a more profound state of itself. I don't think that that's going to happen this week, I'm going to say that much, but I think that we're going to be building up the momentum to work towards that throughout this week. I think this week we're going through the emotional purging to get more of an understanding of it all before we're able to really sort of project it vocally. But it does really feel as though, yeah, where we're sort of really stepping into our power, we're stepping into our high priestess, we're stepping into that, I guess, reflection of ourselves that's asking, how are we going to lead? How are we going to become the shepherd of our own lives? And it's really more or less a case of us just being able to acknowledge our truth. I think that that's the one thing that I'm seeing with this situation. It's a case of acknowledging our truth and giving ourselves some self-love and self-nurturing during the process, because it's almost like the seeds. This is how I'm seeing it. Spirit's showing me like we're sort of plucking out from our root chakra, right? We're plucking out some of these seeds that aren't necessarily serving us right now. You know, some of the plant, the best way that I can put it is it's almost like people have planted their seeds in our root chakra, and we've taken on that impression of ourselves. And now for this week we're going to be going deep into that root chakra to pluck some of these ideals out and really sort of allow for ourselves to just be open before we can plant anything back into that space. And I think that this is going to be unfolding potentially maybe over the next couple of weeks, where we're really going to be, and this is why I said to you that I don't think that we're going to be speaking it. I think we're more just going to be attuning to it first and foremost this week. And even as I sit in the space, like I'm finding myself being really, really quite emotional. This is an intense one for me, actually, guys. But yeah, it's really just going to be taking the time to really redefine who we are. And I think it's really allowing for us to get to that place of self-belief, self-trust, through self-nurturing. And I think it's going to be instrumental in our growth. Absolutely. We're going through an awakening this week. Definitely going through an awakening this week, from more of a emotional level. It's almost like an emotional trigger of growth, because how I'm seeing it is like a flower finally being able to sort of see the light of day all over again. And I feel like these are basically blocked emotions. These are suppressed emotions that we haven't necessarily addressed for a very long time, and they're going to be coming up to the surface. And again, I'm getting heightened sensitivity. I can feel the shivers down my spine as I say this. But there's going to be some stuff that we have really kind of locked away in Pandora's little box, and we kind of have said that we'd never go there unless it's kind of an absolutely necessary situation. Well, Spirit's saying that it's absolutely necessary at this time because of where it's intending to take us throughout this week. And it's saying to me that, you know, by it I mean Spirit's saying to me that it's got a very, very divine plan for us for this full moon that we've got coming. And it's the flower full moon. So it's interesting because this is all about reflections of ourselves being budded into light. So Spirit's kind of really preparing us for that full moon. I think the full moon's on the 19th of April. And I think that this week where we've got the new moon, Spirit's just saying, I need you to purge some things for me emotionally so that you can make room for all of the power that I'm going to be asking you to step up into, because I'm going to ask you to step into your leadership. I'm going to ask you to step into, again, your high priestess. And in order for you to be able to do so, you're going to need to purge some of this emotional baggage that you're carrying, because it is a blocker to this power because of you not being able to allow for yourself basically to completely believe in the depth of your power. It's almost blocking you, and relationship wise it's affecting and impacting the way that you do relationships as a result. So I think that this week is going to be really, really intense for us, Water Tribe, as far as, you know, how we convey as well, because I think that there may be some isolation there. Yeah. What are you clinging to? There's going to be some isolation. Spirit's going to put us into isolation whilst we go through this time of self-inquiry as well, because there's just going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot to come with the situation. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of read through that card for us and allow us to align to the intention of the card. And then we'll go ahead and pull a stress card for each of the different zodiacs within the tribe. Okay. Trust your path. So this, like I said, is an inquiry card. And it's really asking for us to sort of go within. Trust the niggle, sorry. Okay. So I'm just going to read that for us and then go into pulling our stress cards. Okay, so trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? That niggling feeling, that annoying, niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there, and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact, it is the body that is the intuitive one. Working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. And the divine guidance for that is to ask yourself, what's your niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay. So, all of that being said, let's go ahead and pull some cards, some stress relief cards for our zodiacs within the tribe. So, we'll start with Pisces. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces for the week of April 1st? Okay. Stand up straight and say you're great. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. I want it to focus. There we go. I'm hoping that you guys saw it, but yeah, say you're great and stand up straight. When you're out and about walking the next time, pay attention to your posture. Push your chest forward, press your shoulders down and back, and lift your nose just a bit up. Imagine you're a puppet and someone has a string attached to your head, pulling you straight up. Breathe with pride. When you have a good posture and not a bad one, as a stressed out person often has, your body will get more oxygen and feel more refreshed. A good posture will make you also feel more powerful. The cramped feeling usually attached to stress will be reduced. And by doing that, the advice is to say that you're great as well. And I'm going to read this in my personal time on my own. But the number that is standing out with that is number 50. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is number 50. Number 50. Okay, so 5 is going to be significant to the week for us, and 5 is all about change and freedom. Okay, pay attention to your thoughts throughout the week as well, because your emotions are going to be triggering your thoughts, and vice versa. It's kind of like a cycle that goes on and on and on. Your emotions, which sits within your heart space, causing gut reactions, sort of are interacting with your ego thoughts, and vice versa. It's all a little process that they do, a little dance, if you will. Okay, what is the divine guidance for my Cancers? What is the divine guidance? Okay, so the divine guidance for you guys, right? It says a journey to your favorite place. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the rocking chair. And the advice is to feel your body. So I'm going to read both of these cards for you. Feel your body. Close your eyes and feel your body. Just feel it. Don't do anything special. Concentrate on different parts of your body. The soles of your feet, your thighs, your stomach, diaphragm, lungs, back, neck, face, head. Give each part of your body attention as you stop here or there. Use 5 to 10 minutes for your whole body. When you pay attention to yourself and the feelings in your body, it's a bit like giving water to a flower. When you listen to the needs of your body, you can respond to them easier. And the next card for us, guys, is a journey to your favorite place. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in your favorite place. It can be any place, anywhere you feel good and calm. When you get there, look around for a bit. Who are the people there? What do you see, smell, taste, hear, and feel? What kind of details emerge? Live the place with your whole body. Your body won't know that you're really not going there, and it will react as though it did. When you feel the effects of the place, your body will relax. And it's interesting because obviously our card is to trust the niggle. So allow for yourself to go all the way into that emotional feeling that is kind of trying to come to surface so that you can go deeper into it to really sort of get some clarity. And if it's something that is a dark emotion, if you will, if it's something that is a dark trauma kind of trying to resurface, then take your time to maybe alchemize it by taking that wounded, I don't want to say broken, that wounded reflection of you into more of a positive place. So once you've kind of addressed that emotional baggage that is there by going deeper on it, take that again, that reflection of you, and take it to your safe place. Okay, that is the advice for you, Cancer, as far as working through any stress in the next week. And the advice as well is to give thanks about the good things, and that will help you to be able to, shift the perspective and move into a more positive state of mind with any dark traumas that may come up or surface during your emotional processing. Okay, right, so right, I hadn't asked a question yet, so I don't know. I think that this is still for my Cancer. The advice for you guys is to let go, because that is one of the things that sort of just came back up with the situation. Okay. This is interesting because this keeps sort of sitting at the bottom of the deck and feel your body. So I'm going to actually ask a question because Spirit's clearly sort of still giving me guidance for Cancer. So let's go on to Scorpio because that is the final zodiac within the tribe. What is the divine guidance for my Scorpios for the week of the 1st to the 7th of April, Spirit? What is the divine guidance for my Scorpios as clearly as you can? Okay. I guess I was wrong because I've still got exactly the same cards. So Spirit was clear. The advice for you guys is to feel your body. Okay? Feel your body and relax your body. So once you feel it, if there's any tension, work through the tensions in the different areas that you can feel that there's almost like a how can I put it? Like a collection of energy. It's just kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but it is almost, it's just wedged in certain areas. For some of us, we carry stress in our neck area. For some of us, it's in our lower back. It just depends on where you carry your stress. But feel out that space by going within to feel your body and then relax your body in those areas. So we have 3 cards for you for my Scorpios, and it is the 3 cards that came up before. So I'm going to read these for you. Spirit is saying to hug, touch, or be gentle, sit on a hammock, and let go. Okay, so I'm going to read those subsequently for you guys. What I will say, as far as the numbers that are significantly showing up, I see 4 showing up significantly for you guys. So I'm going to say that the Arcanian realms are going to be working with you guys. Okay, so utilize your angels throughout this week. It's going to be instrumental into you being able to navigate through this emotional purging. Hug or be gentle. Hug and touch other people as often as possible. If not physically, you can be gentle to others with words and actions. Bring gentleness and concentration to your speech. Ask people how they are and listen. And sprinkle good and encouraging words into your sentences. Physical touch and touching words produce oxytocin, which reduces anxiety and fear, the basic elements of stress. Okay, and then the advice again is to sit on a hammock. Close your eyes and imagine being in a forest. You see a beautiful green hummock in front of you and you decide to sit on it and rest. Now observe your surroundings. What can you see? What kinds of trees can you recognize? Do you see different shades of green? What do you hear? What can you smell? How do you feel? Sit on the hummock for 5 to 10 minutes in your mind. Being in the nature is known to have positive effects, and 5 minutes of it relaxes the stressed mind. But you can also go to the nature in your mind. Your body won't know if you're really there or not. Feeling at peace in nature, either the real thing or just in your mind, will ease your body. I agree with that. I go to nature in my mind all the time when I find it difficult to be able to catch a break and actually be in nature. So you could definitely try that. I can vouch for that. And let go is a final advice for you, Scorpio. Close your eyes and breathe normally. Every time you breathe out, imagine blowing out tightness, bad feelings, stress, and tenseness in your body. With every breath out, something bad and not serving you leaves your body. If you want, you can imagine a color for the things you are breathing out. For example, black or gray. Do this exercise for 5 to 10 minutes. Breathing calms you down, and the exercise will make you feel lighter. Okay, again, that I can attest for because I utilize it a lot of the times when I find myself in I guess combative situations where it's like we can't agree to disagree. I'm just like taking in all of the negative energy and then blowing it out and releasing any tension from my vessel because I'm not trying to keep that shit in. I don't want to, I guess, start manifesting from a negative within myself. So I definitely can attest for that one. It's good for letting go. Okay, so final card for us, guys. I'm actually going to pull a message from the universe to see what is the divine guidance for us working with the energies throughout this week, and I will leave it there for us. What is the divine guidance for my water tribe spirit throughout the week of the 1st to the 7th of April? The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And off the back of that, you realize that I choose love no matter what. And because we're going to be going through an emotional purging, I think it's going to be instrumental for us to where we're going to be revisiting some past traumas, it feels like. It's going to be instrumental for us to just put some love on it. Okay? Let's have a little look and see what is the divine guidance for my water tribe for the week of the 1st to the 7th of April, spirit. As clearly as you can. Okay. Right, so there we go. Interestingly enough, we were just speaking about letting go. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And that's what's going to be happening for us, guys. That is essentially what's going to be taking place for us this week. And off the back of that, we will come to realize that in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. We'll also be able to come to an understanding that I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And that is the purpose for our journey here. Okay, guys? Right, I hope that that was good and useful for you guys. I hope that you guys will be able to take that with you throughout the week ahead and do with it as you may. If you guys did like the reading and you'd like to go deeper with a personal reading, then definitely hit me up. My website details are in the description box below where you can book your own personal reading. Also, if you'd like to donate to my channel to sort of keep the content coming and flowing, then the details to my donation link is in the description box as well. And if you guys would just like to chop it up with me via email, that's also in the description box below if you'd like to sort of know anything more about some of the stuff that I do. And we do have the tools for using Tools Tuesday sessions that we do as well. So if there's something that you guys would like me to talk about, then definitely start putting some of those details in the comments so that I can start scrolling through those and we can get more of an interactive approach going, so I know exactly what it is that you guys need from me and I'll be able to bring you guys, what you need in accordance. Okay. As usual, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey. And until we meet again. Mwah.